Hello, it's a lovely evening, and it's a Friday, 15th of July, and we are live on Ubuntu Sports. We are building up to the game in the COSAFA semi-final between Zambia and Senegal. And to do the analysis, I'm not alone tonight. As usual, I've got my Ubuntu Sports analyst in Lawrence, and I've also got Lance. Good evening, Lawrence. Welcome to Ubuntu Sports, and welcome to the build-up for COSAFA game.
Good evening, Reuben, and good evening, viewers.
Thanks. Lance, good evening. It's a Friday and it's a COSAFA semi-final.
Good evening, Ruben. Good evening, Lawrence, and good evening to the viewers. Looking forward to an awesome analysis and, of course, the game that Zambia will put up the performance this evening.
Great. But before we talk about the COSAFA game, gents, let's talk a little bit about the historical moment that happened in Morocco about the women's national team. They have qualified into the semi-final and have also qualified into the FIFA World Cup 2023. Lawrence, let me start with you. Uh, how did you feel when you saw that historical moment?
I think that's the best news in Zambian football this year, this far, and we are just happy and excited that the Zambian national women's football team has done us proud. Big ups to the coach, to the technical bench, the players, and everybody else who is in Morocco. And we can give this one to Faz as well. They have done an awesome job in everything that has happened, and we are looking forward to making our maiden appearance at the Women's World Cup next year. Awesome.
Thanks, Lawrence. Oh, Lance, let me come to you. How did you feel when you saw that last penalty by Hazel Nali?
Trust me, despite being at work, I seriously jumped. And I think I was even telling you that I was doing commentary on radio illegally because, we wasn't supposed to do that. But the excitement in what our ladies managed to achieve couldn't just stay within me. I just had to bring it out and do the commentary. I even overran my program. The time I was supposed to finish, I finished it late because of the women team and what they managed to achieve. It's a great achievement, and like Lawrence has said, kudos to the coach. And believe me, even now, I want to start a campaign that Bruce Mwape should start coaching the men. Maybe we'll also continue smiling even with H Polo Polo, since he has managed to make us smile, to make us happy with the Shipolo Polo. Since back 2017, the man has been doing wonders. We've been qualifying to major tournaments, and this time we are going to the World Cup. Like, it's just super exciting, Ruben.
Thanks very much, Lance. Lawrence, a quick one. Did you see the women's reaching this far in the tournament without the likes of Barbara Banda and Kundananji?
I would say I'm lying if I said I saw this team going far. I honestly didn't, and it's just an amazing thing that despite all the noise that has surrounded their participation at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, this team has gone this far and they have done so well in everything they have done. They have represented us so well, and particularly I was impressed. I saw a video of their celebrations in the dressing room, and most of the players were saying, "We did this for Barbara. We did this for Barbara. We won this match for Barbara, and it's what we told her we were going to win it for her, so that she can feature for this team with us at the World Cup." And that's what they wanted. Done. Awesome things.
All right. Thank you very much, Lawrence. Now, in the semi-final, the women's were playing against Senegal, and I don't know if it's coincidentally or we've got just something with with Senegal. Lance, do you think the beef from that started in Morocco is going to take place today between Zambia and Senegal in the COSAFA?
Well, that beef is definitely going to continue because the men's team for the Senegalese would want to, revenge for the women. Now it's high time for the Chipolopolo also to prove that it's not only the Chipolopolo that can beat Senegal, but even them, they have the muscle, they have the teeth to bite the men team. So I am really, really looking forward to this game. And I have my fingers crossed to say, well, I'm still banking on Zambia because it is my team anyway. So I'm still banking on Zambia, and I am seeing a lot of action that's going to happen this evening. Like, trust me, it will be both teams fighting for their females, at least to get to prove a point. Zambia, they need to prove that even the men can beat Senegalese men. Senegal, they have to at least bring some sort of redemption to Senegal to say, hey, despite your women winning, at least we have done justice. So it's going to be, this is a mouth-watering encounter, Reuben. I'm looking forward to it.
uh, Lawrence, do you think the men's team are under pressure? Looking at most of the people, the attention is in Morocco, and the women's that they beat Senegal. It's now up to the men. Do you think they're playing under pressure today?
They should feel the pressure, like it or not. They should feel the pressure because the women beat this same country just a few days ago. If the men fail to beat this team, we have a lot of question marks about them. Say, and everybody, and believe you me, on social media, it will be comments like, the women did it, the men fail. Women are better than the men, and like it or not, they can't run away from this conversation. So they have to do justice, like it or not. This is a must win for Zambia, and they have to take it seriously with their all. Kudos for the fact that at least we now have a full technical bench. The coach is now in South Africa, and we are happy about that development, but they have to win.
Talking about the coach, we're told that he had visa issues and he only joined the team last evening. Lance, do you think the team had adequate preparation coming into this game with the coach?
Well, before the travel, they convened in Lusaka and trained together, especially owing to the fact that these are local players. So yes, they've had the gelling together before traveling. But of course, when you travel, you want to feel the turf of the stadium, or of the stadium that you are going to play from, and also you want your head coach to be there to manage to put through or to put in other tactics, and obviously see how best you can feel the turf and make sure that things are okay. So that the coach not being there somehow is a psychological blow to the players, Reuben. It's a psychological blow owing to the fact that the players did not know if the coach, these visa issues will get to see a day, the end of the light, or light at the end of the day, if he's going to be with them or not. But however, hopefully the boys, that didn't really affect them much, and they managed to do their training sessions with the rest of the technical bench. So we hope that it doesn't have any kind of an effect on them. And as of training together, well, they haven't had time with the coach since they traveled. So we hope this doesn't bring about any bad luck or any negative results.
Lawrence, you watched the previous game in the quarterfinals, and Zambia had to take it to the penalties. Do you think how was the performance of the team in that game?
I think the performance was not bad, but of course not flawless. I think we struggled to gel, especially in the final third of the pitch, and we conceded to Botswana at some point, and that was disappointing. All the same, we had to go through the penalty route to beat Botswana, whom traditionally we're supposed to be beating any day, anytime, home, away, even in heaven, supposed to be beating that team. in the past, but not this time around. I think let's also understand that football in Africa has so much improved that it's difficult to find an underdog now. But all the same, Senegal, who are playing guests in this tournament, also had to go through penalties to beat Eswatini. So we are both coming from penalties, and I hope it doesn't end in a penalty affair again this evening. But the performance last time was not that bad, and I liked I liked the passing game, especially in the second half that we showed and exhibited against Botswana. So I hope to see more of that even today.
All right, thank you very much to our viewers. You're welcome, and thank you for joining us this evening. Make sure if you're following us on Twitter, make sure you follow us. If you're watching us from YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and also to like our page on Facebook. Also, don't forget to give us your prediction of the game between Zambia and Senegal. It's a semi-final of the COSAFA Cup. Gents, let's look at the lineup now for Zambia. Let's look at the lineup for Zambia. So, our coach has trusted Cyril Mwenya in goal. Lawrence, are you comfortable with him looking at he has been clubless for some months now?
Well, he has been clubless for some months now, but I think locally he's one of the top goalkeepers that we have, and I'm loving the fact that we are trying out Chepeshi on the right back and Chamanga on the other side of the pitch. The coach employs a 4-1-4-1 kind of an arrangement for this game. So I'm seeing Kapumbu playing holding midfielder role, and Gondwe and Mumba completing the central midfield there with Kapumbu, as earlier stated. I also see Kemuka Kampamba taking on the left wing and Sautu on the right with Banda. That's Ricky Banda, Jesten as our lone striker there. I can't flow this arrangement, this lineup that much, and I think this is the best we have locally at this point in time.
Lance, what's your take on the lineup? Are you comfortable with this starting lineup? Looking at the people like Prince Mumba, last time fans were saying that he's not suitable for a starting lineup.
I only have 15 quarter mile to money. So if
Well, I have no problem with this lineup, Lamek. Sorry. Because if you look at the lineup, for me, with the formation that we are playing, this is it cannot get better than this. We have the kind of players that we need, and if you see all these players playing in the local league, at least you'll be able to see, or you'll be able to tell that actually this is a good lineup, and we just hope that the best comes out from them. We just hope the best comes out from them, and we hope to see that really they will put in their very best in giving us the better results that which we seek. And having a lone striker, maybe that's one thing that bothers me. I think Zambia mostly has been used with twin strikers or double strikers, and then this time around having a lone striker. For me, I think I'm willing to see how this gets to work out, and hopefully Ricky will be up to the task in netting, or in at least finding the goal for us. But for me, the lineup is just fine.
I think Lance, I think when I look at this lineup, it's a fluid lineup that can easily turn into a 4-3-3 with Kampamba and Sautu coming in to help with the attack. So I don't have much of a problem with it. I love the diamond I'm seeing in the middle of the park, with Kampumbu playing the holding, Gondwe and Mumba also anchoring in the midfield there, with Banda at the attacking end of the diamond. I think this is a proper 4-1-4-1, which easily can turn into a 4-3-3 kind of an arrangement. I think I'm very optimistic with this arrangement right now.
All right. Let me hear your predictions and where do you think the goals will come from when you look at the lineup? Lance, let me start with you.
All right. So, when you ask me about where goals will come through, I think I'll be very biased with local players that I like. But in giving out the prediction, I think it will end in favor of Zambia. Today, Zambia is going to win by 2 goals to 1. And obviously, goals will come from, like I said, I will favor my own people. Prince Mumba, obviously, will be on the score sheet, and not forgetting Spencer. I think Spencer has always been my main man when it comes to banging goals. So I go with Spencer and Prince, and 2-1 in favor of Zambia.
Lawrence, your predictions. And who
Okay.
do you think will bang in the goals?
Before I even mention about that, allow me to mention that we are coming up against the attacking pros of Sambu from the Senegalese side, and so is also a hard nut to crack in the defensive midfield for Senegal there, and I see him giving us a very tough time in cracking down the back four because they are well protected with their jazz number 6 in so what I see is an arrangement where we have a low scoring draw. I think a 1-1 might just be the case in this match. I see Gondwe actually getting that goal, and probably Sambu from Senegal getting their goal. I think that's my prediction.
Talking about Sambu, let's look at the Senegalese lineup, Lawrence, so we can confirm who is in the starting lineup for Senegal as well.
I can confirm that Fati is starting in goal for them. Ndiaye, another Ndiaye, another Ndiaye, and Bokande making up the back four. So we have Elhaji Ndiaye, Amadou Ndiaye, and Sheikh Ndiaye, all of them playing in the back four. And then we have they're holding midfielder with Diadu, Kamara, Tendeng, and another Ndiaye again, making up their midfield with Sambu, the lone striker as well. I think this 4-3-3 is becoming a very famous kind of starting lineup for starting formation for most African teams, I should say. I've seen this. I think most teams are employing this because I think in Africa we tend to balance so much at the back than in the front. So we are playing similar styles today, both teams.
Thank you very much. Our viewers, it's your time. Let's hear your predictions. Let's go through the comments, Lawrence and Lance. Let's hear what our viewers are saying tonight. All right, Chongo Augustine saying Zambia will win 2-0. Lance is disagreeing with you that Senegal is going to score.
Well, looking at the formidable side that Senegal has, you can't rule out possibility or chances for Senegal to score. Football being what it is, Reuben, anything is possible. Sometimes it may go as Lawrence has said, though I disagree with Lawrence. This is not going to end into a 1-1 draw. This we'll see goes
Hi, Lance, are you still there? It seems we've lost Lance there. Uh, Lawrence, that is Chongo's prediction. Let's move to the next one. Let's go through the comments. Okay, Simon J. Dola is saying Zambia 2, Senegal 1. He's agreeing with with Lance. But what
I
what
think
is
we both
commonly
agree on one thing. Both teams to score.
Yes, both teams to score definitely, but Zambia is going to win it by 2 goals to 1.
Lance, you're saying you disagree with Lawrence. I didn't hear the last part of the disagreement.
Yes, yes, I disagree because both teams are attacking teams. They are playing attacking football, so there is no way that it's going to end in a 1-or draw. This is a game that has a lot. Senegal has beef. Zambia wants to prove that it's not only the women that can carry the day, but also the men can. So it's going to be a lot of action. It's an action-packed kind of game that we are going to see tonight. So I still go with Zambia 2 and Senegal 1.
And it seems we've got a lot of people that are agreeing with you, Lance. Okay, I don't know if it's milk. I don't. What's the name, Lawrence?
Smile Milik.
Yeah, it's saying Zambia 1, Senegal 0. All right, bring in your predictions. We're just a few minutes away from the game. Lawrence, do you have something to say?
I think as we go through this comment from Francis, which says Zambia 3, Senegal 1, I think at this point in time, I would love to request all the Senegalese who might be watching us to also find time after the match to join us in the studio, because we'd also want to hear how things are going back in Senegal concerning this match. So we would invite everyone, even those in Senegal, please feel free. I will share the link where you can join us from, and we will definitely host you right in the studio. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much, Lawrence, for that. Hi, you seem to have someone in the studio. Good evening.
Good evening, Reuben. Hi.
Fine, and you? Thanks, Himba, for joining us this evening. Zambia is playing against Senegal. I know you, the women, did well against Senegal. You won it, in the quarterfinals, going to the semifinals, and today we're playing the semifinals in the COSAFA. As men, do you think we're going to beat Senegal?
Well, before I talk about the men, may I say good evening to the viewers? And Reuben, don't be so jealous with information. Before I even pass on my contribution, will you please inform the world that we've qualified where? Please, I hand it over to you. Please. Really hits me. Don't be jealous with information here. Inform the
We
world.
mentioned all that, Dimba. We mentioned all that.
Thank you,
I
Lawrence, for
didn't hear.
coming to my defense. That was the first thing that we did in the first about 10-15 minutes of this program.
Okay, sorry, I missed, but you should keep on saying it so that when available, they should hear that we've qualified to World Cup.
No, it's loud and clear.
Thank you. We are so proud of our boys, and we've got faith in them that they're going to do well, and they're going definitely as well, because they've learned from us, the ladies, that we have to put the Zambian flag on the map, and I'm sure even our men are very determined to do so. And I'm predicting 2-1, Zambia 2, Senegal 1.
At least
I
finally,
support.
I have people supporting me. Zambia 2 and Senegal 1.
I still stand with 1-1.
Well, we'll see about that, Lawrence.
No, thank you very much,
Thank you
Himba,
so
for the
much for allowing
contribution.
me to come. Thank you for allowing me to come into the studio, Reuben.
All right. So Francis is saying Zambia 3, Senegal 1. Okay, let's look at other comments. All right, Lance. I know the game is about to start, and the viewers are ready to watch the game here at what do you have? Any words for our viewers who are joining us this evening?
Well, thank you so much, Ruben. So, to our viewers that are joining us right now, make sure that you continue liking the page, Ubuntu channel, and please, we're asking that may you rate us on the reviews so that at least we can have all the 5 reviews. Plus, also not forgetting recommend it to your friends so that them also can be able to like it and follow it as we get to bring you. All the games live right here on the channel, both COSAFA as well as the Women Africa Cup of Nations. So continue being a member of Ubuntu channel, and we really appreciate your love, and also we appreciate it that you are always here. Do not forget to join all our programs that we bring to you on different days right here at 21 hours. Ruben, thank you so much.
Lawrence, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah, I wanted just also to say something to our viewers who are joining us this evening.
Uh, so much appreciation for taking time to join us and watching Ubuntu live on a Friday, as we do sports every week on a Friday. But today we're covering this match, and we hope that you stay with us, and also remember to participate in the deliberations after the game, because your opinions also matter. Thank you so much for joining Ubuntu. If you're watching us on YouTube, please make sure you click the follow button and also on the bell, so that you can get all the notifications from us, because we are showing you a whole lot of sports every day, or let me say almost every day, and you don't want to miss anything at this point in time.
All right, we'll be crossing over at any time, gents. But before we do that, should Zambia lose today, do you think the coach will be under fire from the fans, Lance?
Definitely, the coach will be under fire from the fans. Like I said, Ruben, that me, since after the ladies winning, I'm advocating for Bruce Mwape to be head coach for Chipolo Polo, because he has delivered. We have seen much coming through from the women team, and now that it's the men's team, and if they don't perform this evening, Ruben, it's going to be a very bad. It's going to be a very bad example, because already there have been talks to say we should put more recognition on the women team than the men team, because the women team seems to be delivering. They seem to be giving us the results that which we want to see. They are giving us all the excitement, all the smiles. But when it comes to the male team, it's always you must have at least a first aid kit just in case. So if tonight Zambia loses, trust me, Asanovic will be under fire, and many people obviously would continue calling for let's put more money into the women than the men's team, Ruben.
Lawrence, do you agree with Lance's sentiments, saying that we need the BP machines, the Panado just nearby for in case of anything? And do you think the coach is
Um,
going to be under fire?
I'm actually shocked, because this is the same person who was saying Zambia is winning by 2 goals to 1. I don't know. A first aid kit for what? Probably for injuries due to celebrations. I'm not sure.
Well, Lawrence, let's not take away the winning fact, but as you know, Zambia being Zambia, especially the main team, anything with Zambia is possible. If they are winning, it's 2 goals to 1. If they are not winning, Zambia and Manu, there's no difference. It's always go, yeah. So that's why we need the first aid kit.
Thank you very much, You've just reminded me of something. I remember last time when Zambia was playing, the president posted something on his Facebook page, and it was a BP machine. Uh, Now, Lawrence, are you comfortable with Chapeshi captaining this side tonight?
Actually, I think I mentioned earlier on to say it's a good experiment that we are doing, and actually, to be honest, in this team, if I had an expectation of someone wearing the armband, it would be Kampamba actually. And just to let the viewers know, the game is on. We are just trying to put together the feed from our source to come to your screens. Otherwise, at this point in time, the game is in the 4th minute, and it's new at this point in time. So I expected, like I was saying, Kampamba to wear the armband in this team, but giving it to Chapeshi actually shows the pros that he has because of the experience and probably his longevity in the game. So it's a good experiment, and we hope that he puts up a captain fantastic kind of a performance, and that's what we expect from him.
All right. Thank you very much. Lance, one player that has always been criticized is Prince Mumba, but the coach seems to have confidence in this lad. Do you think he's someone who the coach is building for the future?
Definitely, Reuben. The goodness with football, fans will forever talk. You put out a great performance, they will applaud you. You put up a bad performance, they will criticize you, and that's what helps. A person to grow. As of the coach having confidence in Prince, that is one thing that the coach has to show. The coach does not has to fall on everything which the fans talk about, because they are not there when training sessions are there. In training sessions, obviously Prince shows and he has the qualities that the coach looks for in a player, and therefore Prince shows that. He shows the quality, he shows what he's capable of, and he delivers according to the coach's expectation. Football fans, we want people to deliver according to what we expect. Fans, we play better football in our head than we take it on the pitch. And if we have to follow that, then we'll never have a team which is perfect. Ruben, the team that we'll have will be a fantasy team. So therefore, the coach has confidence in Prince. We have confidence. We have to rally behind the coach. We have to rally behind Prince. And we even have to be happy that this is somebody that the coach is building, not only for the future, but somebody that he is building now, who is able to deliver now, and obviously will be a better pro even in the future, Ruben. So these are the things that we need to look at. As much as we take criticism from the fans, we also have to look at what are the deliverables from this particular player. I submit.
Thank you very much, Lance. Lawrence, let me turn to you. You've talked about Kelvin Kapumbu being in the midfield. How much of the experience do you think he's going to bring in this game?
We are looking at Kelvin Kampamba, I guess, and Kampamba is a national team player. That's the main team player, and he has done a lot of things in that line. So the experience that he comes with at this point in time, together with Mumba now, who is also becoming a frequent in this this Asanovic side, is just massive. We need these players to deliver the pep talks to the youngsters at this point in time. Got to confirm to the viewers that we now have the feed, and we'll be crossing over live to get to the match. I think probably we don't need to
Thanks very much, Lawrence and Lance. Let's meet at the halftime for us to do the first half analysis. Enjoy to our viewers.
Senegal. square, spots an option, but it's been cut out by Senegal. That's better. Calvin Kampumbu. Benedict Shpeshi. The option is Luchamanga. Nice little touch from Chamanga, younger brother of AFCON winner James. Worked out wide by the Lions of Teranga. This is Lamin Diadou seeking to make amends for his earlier miss.
He's a problem. He's a real problem on this left-hand side because he's very much inverted and he's unpredictable. So that creates a problem for Luka Tamanga. There was a player.
Yep.
Sorry. And when I talk about Tamanga, what a legend. Played for Kaizer Chiefs, centre back. The best. James.
That's his older brother. That comes from good footballing stock, that's for sure. Tamanga, I guess it's strange to think of him as the younger brother of James Chamanga, but he himself in his early 30s now. Power Dynamo's defender.
Let's see what they can conjure up. We are yet to see the response from Chipolopolo. Let's see their strength in swing. You can expect that based on the positioning of Calvin Kampamba.
Well, he is their qualified set piece taker, Calvin Kampamba. Over this one, it's an interesting ball in. I'll say it's a nice idea. They've been cut out by Zambia. They'll go again. I think the situation just misreads.
Not reading from the same page there. Benedict Shpeshi. Is he back from leave? He was on sabbatical for a very long time. He actually has complexion in him. Hasn't been traveling that much. The one and only Porter. Chauffeured for World Cup.
Yeah,
he's going to be chauffeured.
Sure. That's why the
Dubai
noise level
somewhere.
has ramped up significantly.
I know Mama Joy is already the ambassador. He's rubbed shoulders with the famous people. Right? I think posture is improving in the Zambian team. Much more positive in the game.
They certainly are looking a little more fluid now. The ball is with Prince Mumba. Man who debuted last year. Turns out a couple of warriors in his homeland. Look at Chamanga again. Eased into space for Prince Mumba. Kumpubu's ball cut out was a crucial hitter. Now this could be dangerous for Senegal. A couple of bullets have numbers, but it's a wasteful effort in the end from Mumba.
It's about time they responded, because so far it's been Senegal that has been getting to that area. Yes, they might not be hitting the target, but they've made inroads into their box. So Chipolopolo needs to respond.
It's Chibu again. Debuted for Chipolopolo 3 years back.
There needs to be a bit of a correction in terms of Chamanga. There was Chamangwani. who played for Chiefs. You were not there
Okay.
at that time. I was there. So the James Chamanga I got to see as well. But Chamangwan, one of the best centre backs you can find. Correction made. I know who might have played. I'm not sure if Willie was there, but Jack Chamangwane was one of those players. The best centre back you can get.
That's really clever. Hoisted forward by Usman Sow, who had to content himself with minutes off the bench in their previous outing against Eswatini. Al-Hajj Ndiaye, same true of him. Ranching his first senior international start. Benedict Chipeshi, 26-year-old, born in Dola. Experienced player and also APSA Cup player of the tournament in his homeland, despite the fact that they lost the final to NAPSA Stars. Kampamba's pass is good, and now Chamanga has a goal. Well, I think it was always intended for Chamanga originally, and the ball was just held up for a second.
He's getting offensive. Chamanga. Well set up for him.
Ricky Banda didn't do anything wrong, but I believe the intention from Kampamba was to lay it into the path of Chamanga and not have it controlled by Ricky Banda. Just slow down the momentum ever so slightly.
It does. I mentioned that their posture had improved a little bit.
Yeah.
And early stages of the game, Luka Chamanga was having problems with Lamin Diao. Now he's giving back the same medicine onto Senegalese defense on the left-hand side.
Zambia fans in the house. There was a problem briefly for Junior Tideng, 21-year-old, plays for Casa Sports in Shirt. They've had to wait a while, but Zambia finally allowed to deliver in what is for them a first corner of the game. Kampamba, Chamanga. Chipeshi spotting an option out wide. It's falling here for Patrick Gonwe. Alan Kapila almost losing up, but he stabs it forward here for Kampamba. He has a go! Oh, brilliant opener! That is absolutely magnificent from Kelvin Kampamba.
Wow. It's the response. What were we saying? That Senegal create chances early stages of this game. And we said the cruelty or the beauty about this game is that you dominate, you create chances, you don't get yours, and you get punished. And we did mention that at some point, the posture was improving, and they were beginning to be much more, assertive, aggressive. They won the battle in that midfield. They had to set it up. The invitation was there. This is when I talk about it is a thing of beauty. What a response.
Well, the Zescu United man with the opening goal. It is his fifth in the colours of Chipolo Polo. and an absolute beauty.
It is. What a response. They had to absorb the pressure. Senegal created chances they should have scored, but they didn't score. And Zambia said, once we gain our momentum, we will show you. And what a response.
So both these sides scored first in their respective quarterfinals. Zambia through an own goal from Kopelang. So technically this is the first of their own players that have actually managed to net in the tournament. And Senegal chasing a game for the first time now.
In the build-up, we were talking about how crucial that midfield is going to be. That there is no room for mistake, because if you do lose possession,
speaking of mistakes,
you can get punished.
So the pressure's still on from Senegal here. Well, cross, fended away by Kabila. Another from that championship-winning side. Red Arrows is a man who hails from Mansa in northern Zambia. Previously fought Roseburg. Oh! Effort is not far away at all from Melo and DI, who's ventured up from the back.
You know, this is one game I'm going to say to the viewer out there. Just don't move yet until halftime.
Yeah.
Because anything can happen. The 1 minute or the first 5-7 minutes, it was Senegal. But then the next minute after that, you started seeing the confidence growing in Chipolopolo. Beautiful football. The man that was put under pressure in the early stages, Luka Chamanga, started going forward. Guess what happened? They started dominating the midfield as well.
How costly could that miss from Lamine Diadou prove to be?
Well, it's a test for them because they scored first. You know, now they conceded. Can they bounce back? Senegal. It's a real test.
Hooked forward again. Senegal get moving. Zamanga cuts it out en route to Diadou.
I need a translator for Silosama in the language they speak in Zambia.
Okay, we need to ask Gasper.
We need to ask
He's
Gaspar.
watching now, so
Gaspar is watching.
check your phone in 5 minutes.
I need to check my phone.
Now, Senegal with an opportunity for an equalizer, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
We need another translation.
Wow. And it's his second of the tournament. Lamine Camara can't be stopped.
What did we say about not moving for any fan that's watching this because there's still a lot coming up, Grant? Yes, and the response, they are not disappointed. They're putting up a show. They're saying, Zambia, if you can do it, we can do it even better. This one, it's all about placement, not about power. If you don't hear your lines, but this was well worked. Look at the position and how it was set up. Placement. This is not laces, it's just pure placement. What a beauty. Lamine.
Special player, this
Amara.
18-year-old from Generation Foot. Second international appearance, second international goal for Lamine Camara.
The placement.
Midway through the first half, and it is all square once again at 1-1. A previous match separated decided rather by just a single goal as Namibia got the better of Mozambique. Well, coming into this round of semi-finals, 36 semi-finals previously across COSAFA Cup history, an average of 2.4 goals per semi-final. Highest scoring semi-final ever, Zimbabwe beating Lesotho 4-3 in 2017. We're hitting that kind of pace right now, 1-1 midway through the first half. Could be a chance for a second Senegal goal on the turn, hoisted over.
So should we get the Twitter followers to start voting for this, for what they may call the best vote so far?
Yeah.
For these two teams. I think for me, the other one was the Senegalese was about placement. But there's a lot in it before you decide for placement, because you've got to then be aware. Because there's a forest of players in front of you, you've got to go for placement. Whereas power is like, you dare stand in the way of this thing. You've got to see problems. It's like saying, there's a bullet coming your way. This one is about finesse, about placement, when there's may seem to be no space at all. Your vote.
Another added dynamic for this match, Senegal versus Zambia. A match we've just seen recently, Senegal versus Zambia, but at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. And was a penalty shootout win for the Zambians, a 1-1 draw in regulation time. And Chipolo Polo through to their first ever World Cup on the back of that particular quarterfinal win.
Lot to celebrate. I know who's watching and who is been celebrating the successes. The one and only. Kalu?
Mr. Boale, yeah.
Musteboalwa.
What a play. Perhaps he can send you a message with the translation.
I need that translation, Mr. Kalu Shapiola. I know he's watching. I know he's been watching even the ladies.
Yep.
The celebrations. He's such a footballer. Consumes so much football. King Kalu.
And King Kalu, yeah.
We were thinking like
the King Kalu, I'm sure Post will recall some of the times he's crossed paths with Senegal in the past as well. It's a very interesting history between the two. I said, yes, it hasn't favored Zambia in recent times, just one win in their last 9 meetings. But all told, Zambia have 4 wins over Senegal. Senegal have 4 wins over Zambia, and a further 6 matches have been drawn. It's very even. You look back over the past few decades.
Behind him, Patrick.
Both these sides, as has been the case with many of the teams competing at the 2022 Hollywood Bets COSAFA Cup, made up entirely of players inside their own borders. Zambia composed completely of Zambian-based players. Senegal likewise. And we'll reiterated again, those Chan qualifiers coming up at the very end of this month. Senegal will face Liberia. The winner of that tie goes on to meet Guinea in the second round. Zambia facing Mozambique in their first round. And the winner will take on Malawi for a spot at the Chan tournament in Algeria. Third corner of the game, Senegal with their second. It's away by Alan Kapila. Eventually, it's fully cleared. Giving chase was young Prince Mumba. Now worked into space nicely for Diadou, and set back for Kamara.
I just love seeing good football. When it is played by a group of youngsters, for me, it just tells how they've grasped the concept, the decision making, passing in the box, setting up for your teammate. the placement not so clinical compared to the first one. That resulted in a goal. That's beautiful football. There's still more. You promised.
Yeah. Melo Ndiaye, Jean Kande, Usman Sao.
You almost can tell that yes, Zambia have equalized, but they're more like saying, okay, attack us. But you know what you're capable of doing yourselves.
Definitely. And I did say in that opening game against Eswatini, yes, it might be the knockouts, but as a seeded team, Senegal straight into the knockouts. As Kamara pounces on this. That was meant to be the case in 2021. Late withdrawals meant that all the teams, even the seeded teams, went into the group stages. And Senegal did start slowly. They lost 2-1 to Namibia in their opening group game. So they would love to get through to the final and exact some revenge. Very, very icy, cool, cold revenge a year on. And they say it is best served cold.
You're right. Isn't he causing problems? Left-footed player playing on the right-hand side always causes problems. Be it midfielder, be it a half-back. Let's see. Set piece.
It was measured and struck towards goal. Pretty frustrated though, Alhaj Ndiaye with his own efforts.
The States, it's so much. We're ready for something. It was way off.
Zambia just glad to be in the knockouts. Didn't expect to have to try and get through the group stages last year. They lost 2-1 to Lesotho and then 1-0 to Eswatini. So going down to two mountain kingdoms in back-to-back matches. They recovered with a 2-1 win over Botswana and they couldn't get the better of South Africa 0-0 in that match. They didn't get an opportunity to participate in the knockouts in Abeja. Just under a quarter hour left to play in this first half at the Mozambique Stadium. Nicely balanced semi-final.
It's getting all brutal in that midfield now. I think both teams have now diagnosed the real threat, which comes from the middle.
Yeah. Yes, Prince Mumba, one of those operating in the middle. He slipped through a wonderful ball to Ricky Banda, who's using tremendous strength here to hold off the attentions of the Senegalese defenders. That was a nice ball in by Prince Mumba, one of those players who's really risen through the junior ranks with Chipolo Polo to find himself in the senior team, debuting last year. They have won a corner from that particular moment.
Melo Ndiaye kept his eyes on the ball. And the ball didn't panic, but all he did was just to concede a corner. Now they've got to regroup.
Hoisted in. Banda made a dart for it. So it's cleared away ahead of him. A couple of bullets still have it in their possession. This is with Kumpumbu. Here's an Zanako man back to Benedict Shipeshi. Kumpumbu again. Prince Mumba. There's Ricky Banda. Top scorer in the Zambian Super League the past season. 16 goals for title-winning Red Arrows. He is lethal when given an opportunity. Mumba to Kumpumbu, who helps it forward. That's a nice play. Mumba, Panda just can't set it back for Kampamba. Zambia have seized upon it again. Kampamba. I can tell you, Brian, your request has been honored. Gasper, our wonderful colleague who made his way from Zambia to come and present here at what is for him a first ever COSAFA Cup appearance, has sent a translation for A Thing of Beauty. But
You're going to send it through to me.
I will.
Before I allow you to pronounce it.
Good luck. No, I'm saying good luck to you.
Don't worry.
I won't even attempt.
I thrive on languages. Africa is so rich with language. And I'm ready. And I will say it out loud. I hope he's teaching me the right things.
No, I hope so.
I love it.
Yeah?
I'm loving it. Thank you very much. Chintu chabwinu maningi. Nyanja chintu. Chisuna sana. Bemba. This is beautiful.
Well, hopefully you've blessed this next corner with a bit of good luck.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, it swung in and had to be alert. Zambia looking for the follow-up shot. And it isn't! Scrambled home. And they have the lead again. It's Spencer Sautu with his fourth Zambian goal. Now located brilliantly inside the 18-yard area, and when Senegal failed to effectively clear their lines, he pounced.
Aren't you jealous that I have the weights?
Right.
You want to steal them? You can borrow one. Chintu chabwino maningi. Nyanja ichintu. Ichisuma sana. Bemba. I will get to the pronunciation, I'll perfect it. But it's because of the excitement, the response of a team that conceded early, but they had to bounce back. It was almost straight from the corner into the net, but the persistence, the aggression, they needed badly. Chintu chabwino maningi. Nyanja. Beautiful.
Now the books of Zesco United, he earned a big move from Green Eagles. He's fondly thought of still in the southern parts of Zambia for his exploits with that side. And he has come up large with a huge goal for Chipolo Polo here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Their lead restored. Not the best clearance. Flicked in by Kampamba. All overzealous and trying to win it there, Prince Mumba.
I think they've upped the tempo. They've realized that if they up the tempo, Zambia, there is no response from Senegal. Perhaps the whole fatigue element kicking in.
Well, we enjoyed 5 goals across 4 quarter-final matches. We have 3 just shy of 40 minutes into this thoroughly entertaining semi-final between Zambia and Senegal. Senegal, the undisputed #1 sides on the continent and the reigning AFCON champions. It's of course not their full strength team. But there's still a lot of prestige that goes with beating Senegal.
There's an injury. I'm not too sure what happened there. We'll tell you who the player is. Something player. It's Banda.
It would be a big blow if he can't continue.
Yeah. Wonder what happened. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Well, Ricky Banda is 21 years of age. Formerly of Ndeni FC in Ndola. So there's unfortunately relegated to the to National Division 1 this past season. He turns out these days for Red Arrows. His exploits in front of goal guided them to a historically championship. Now Senegal looking to head back. The ball does rattle the back of the net. But the whistle had already been blown. Sambu struggling to keep his emotions in check.
I guess they're feeling the heat now. I mean, they scored. Suddenly, they had to respond because Zambia were the first to score and they clawed their way back. And the lead is restored by the Zambians.
Wrong sport.
3 goals. Still 5 minutes to half time. Don't move until it's half.
Ah, don't. This is Banda. Oh, that's clever. Goalkeeper just gets there first. Ali Ofati off his line swiftly. The adventurous Luka Chamanga had wandered into the 18-yard area, almost profiting from a neat passing move.
Struggled a little bit earlier on in the early stages of the game against Lamine Diahu, but seemed to have come up with a formula. He's been very quiet on the right-hand side, not enough support for him.
Melo Ndiaye. Senegal's goal scorer, Kamara, battling away with Prince Mumba.
Tried to stay on his feet.
Ball expelled from the box by the Zambian defense. Kampamba looking long. Sheku Ndiaye now. And an off-the-ball incident means that Senegal will have a free kick in a very promising position. Luka Chamanga is the man booked. He impeded Lamine Diadou.
Are the sort of fouls that could get you punished. And I'm saying punished because we know they scored by a set piece. Senegal, in their first game.
Well, this is a really great area to take from. Alzesco's 29-year-old clubman, Cyril Chibwe, has assembled a 4-man wall, at least as of now.
I always think it's well suited for a left-footed player. Sometimes players tend to defy the odds and take it with the right foot.
Great opportunity for Senegal. It's blasted into the wall. Well, not the best take from Kamara. Oh, watch Pachibwe.
That's for the cameras.
Yes. Well, Papjao got the response he wanted when Zambia went ahead. That's his side trail once again. And one of his key men in Kamara is down, clutching his ankle. He actually might be clutching the toe of his boot, having been trod on. Yeah. Just landed on him. 2 minutes of additional time. This is looking decent for Senegal. Alhaji Ndiaye is forced out wide. Another off the ball check. Well, if Zambia can overcome this set piece threat, then they're likely to head down the tunnel ahead. Kamara over it. Mohamed Atumani of the Comoros Islands just intervening. Hoisted towards the back post.
They have to have a plan B, Senegal. I think the fluid passing was threatened in the early stages of the game. They seem to have been figured out.
Well, that should be it for the first half. And Zambia, who are contesting their 15th COSAFA Cup semi-final, have a slender lead at this stage. As Patrick Gondwe gets it across. Ricky Banda's effort over. The last time they lost in the semi-finals was back in 2008. Went 1-0 down 1-0 to South Africa. They've appeared in 5 semi-finals since then, won all of them. Although 2 occasions it was via penalties. But they're looking good here. Zambia, Calvin Kampamba with an absolute ripper, blinder from miles out, opened the scoring. Senegal managed to hit back through the teenager Lamine Kamara, who now has 2-2 at the tournament. It was Spencer Sautu for Zambia. That's grabbed Chipolopolo second. And as we head down the tunnel for the 15 minutes halftime break, it is the 5-time winners, the Copper Bullets of Zambia, that lead Senegal by 2 goals.
Thank you for joining us. So that's the end of the first half, with Zambia leading the Senegalese by 2-1. The beef is still there. Lance, so far so good for you. The prediction is going the way you said it.
Definitely, Reuben. My prediction is going as I said. So Zambia is leading by 2-1, and it's really something nice. You have to forgive me for now. I'm in the noise, so I'll be coming in a little bit, coming in and going out. But however, so far so good for Zambia.
Thank you very much, Lance. so far, how has been the first half for you?
Well, the first half, Ruben, I would say that so far it has been okay. Though, as you know, football being what it is, you would see the little lapses which you never expected to see in the game. Our midfield didn't seem to know what they are doing in the first few minutes, because the first 10 minutes you would be able to see that Senegal was playing a more jelly football than Zambia, and you would wonder if Zambia had been meeting to train together and get to jail. But as time went by, you would be able to see that Zambia is coming back into the game and doing what they're supposed to do. So it has been an awesome experience for the first half. Lapses coming through from the back four of our team, because even the first goal that Senegal scored, you would see the mistakes that our back four committed. You don't let an attacking player to chase the ball down, or to have all that chance to make to pass to somebody so that they can get to finish the ball. So from there, we made a lapse, we made a mistake. The goalkeeper as well made a mistake after scoring, but however, Zambia wasn't punished. But all in all, I would say performance for Zambia is not really top notch. Senegal so far is playing better football. You could even see the pressure that Senegal is bringing through to Zambia. They starting from the back, building up from the back, coming through on the middle of the back. You would see that Kampamba is getting beaten, letting Lamin, turning from the middle of the pack and going through to even make those killer passes. Our left back Chamanga not really doing the most, because through ball passes are coming through, passing through his legs, going on the other side, and crosses are coming from his end. So the coach really need to make sure that he talks Chamanga there, he talks into to Chamanga, and obviously the back four to work it out so that we don't allow another goal. Here, what Zambia is supposed to do is not get relaxed, but get attacking, as we should at least get more goals than the ones that we have gotten.
Thank you very much, Lance. Lawrence, sorry too bad for you. Your correct score, unfortunately, has not gone the way you had predicted. But how was the first half for you?
I think I've seen a good attacking intent from the Chipolopolo, and that's what we should encourage and expect in the second half, because I think they relaxed a little bit after going one goal up, and Senegal came back. That is where again we start playing our game. So I hope this point in time we will not sit back and wait for Senegal to come back before we could keep on playing our game again. So awesome performance this first half, and hope for I think I can see one more goal in this game come 90th minute. I just don't know who is getting it. I got it wrong, but probably it will still end in a draw. I don't know.
Lawrence, a draw is not certain.
Like I said, I don't know. Reuben, I think you're muted.
All right, Lawrence, now take us through the first goal for Zambia.
Okay, I think much kudos to Kelvin Kampamba for that awesome strike. Really, it's a goal that came out of nothing, and so much respect to him for even trying that. It's an audaciously good goal, and probably one we will not see in quite some time from him, I think. So I think the Senegalese defense had gone to sleep at that point in time, and allowed Zambia to exploit their sleepiness at that point in time. So to me, much of the credit goes to the goal scorer. It's an awesome attempt, actually.
What a strike and what a response from the Senegalese. Almost a similar goal, Lawrence.
Almost a similar goal, but I think let's bear in mind. I think the goal scorer for Senegal, the commentator kept on mentioning it, how young he is, and to try just that as well takes a lot of confidence. Big up to Lamine Kamara for that, and he has done extremely well and gets a goal. That's his second goal in 2 games played for Senegal at this tournament. Awesome stuff for him.
And on a lighter note, the commentator is trying his nyanja there.
And
I don't know if you picked
actually,
that.
Chintuchisu Masana. It's awesome to hear the commentator try that.
All right, Lawrence. Now, unfortunately, Zambia usually concedes goals when you least expect of them, and at this stage, they are one leg into the semi-final. Do you think now Zambia should just pack the bus and make sure they solidify this and go through the semi-finals, or that would be a dangerous play for them?
I'm a firm believer of attack is the best form of defense, and that is what I would encourage Zambia to do. Just play the game as if it were 0-0 and you're trying to score. End of story. Because at this point in time, if they relax and try to pack the bus, it means that you are inviting Senegal to come and bombard you with all their attacks and arsenals in your own half. And when that happens, one of our players is likely to make a mistake, and that is what we do not want. Mistakes are always inevitable in this Chipolopolo side. So we do not want to maintain the ball in our half. Let's play and take the ball to them. Let's take the game to the Senegalese. Let's play in their half and let's keep on doing that until 90 minutes. Probably I would even be comfortable if that one goal I said is coming goes to us. If we score that one goal that I expect to come in the second half, that's like an insurance policy for us to go to this to go on in this competition. But Senegal are not going to sit back and relax. They will really come and fight with their lives, because that's what I know Senegal. That's how I know Senegal.
Lance, should we expect more goals in the second half? Hi, Lance, are you there?
Whoa, yes, I'm here. Trust me, the second half is going to come back with lots of actions. Like you have already seen, Senegal is down and they are playing, an attacking-minded football. They want to get one back up. They want to win this match. So you will see more of Senegal coming up front, coming to attack Zambia in their own half. So therefore, the mantle is up to Zambia. Obviously, as Lawrence has put it, they shouldn't regroup to pack the bus, but they should regroup as though the game is new and they want to score more goals, they want to bang more goals, so that you can have a comfortable lead. If you are leading by 3 goals to 1, that's a very comfortable lead where you can at least try to play as much possession football as possible. So this time around, we need more of counter attacks. And I'm against the short corners that Zambia is deploying or that Zambia is playing. Despite one which has ended up in Kampamba bagging that goal, I'm against those. Let's try our players. Let's see how good they are in the air. Let's see how much they can jump and probably put through that threat in the air, and like playing it short, and then at the end of the day you get to lose the ball just as simple or as easily as that. Plus also, let's get to see a midfield which is going to be compact. We have to start our marking from high up on the pitch. We don't need to wait for our defenders to come through and do the marking, but we need to start from high up the pitch. So second half is coming back with more action, Ruben, and trust me, this is when the game has started. The first half was just trying to do all this and that and playing taka taka football, but the second half, football has just started, and therefore we are going to see more action from there.
I think
Lawrence, I know.
Ruben, just to come in, I'm going through the comments, and there is one particular comment that has interested me, and it's coming from David Selemani. I think I'm thinking he is from Senegal, and he has got some grievances there. David, if you don't mind, please, would you stay back after the game and join us in the studio so that we can have an interaction and hear what exactly is a bone of contention from your side. I think that would be interesting, and get some divergent views and all that. I think that's what I wanted to say.
All right, thanks. I know you are following the game. We are watching the game via YouTube, and you're one of the people that are engaging some of the fans that are watching there. What are some of the comments that are coming from the Senegalese team fans?
I did not get your question.
I was saying I know you're one of the people that are following the game via YouTube on our channel, and you are constantly engaging with some of the fans who are watching us or catching us live via YouTube. What are some of the things that you've picked from the Senegalese fans? What are they saying over this game?
There seemed to be a belief from the Senegalese fans that probably they are not really liked by the Southern African countries out there. Probably some citing that there is some certain some certain stranger treatment they are getting, and that is exactly why I'm saying it's better we engage our Senegalese friends and colleagues to come on board and share exactly what they are observing, because probably we might have missed that, and it's always good to interact.
It's always good to interact. So we are urging all our fans after the second half, stay behind. We'll share the link where we can have a chat. Let's want to hear also from you. We're not the experts, but we also want to hear from you. We've provided our own opinions. We also want to hear your opinions. Let's try to run through the comments, Lawrence, shall we? So Gregory is saying, I don't know this language. I don't know if it's Senegalese. I'm not so sure. Okay, Magnificent Mule is saying bullets, also known as the Polo Polo. That's his Zambian fan there. Wenka Harrington saying Fima referee. I don't know, Lance. What I'm picking from some of the comments or some of our viewers are saying the referee is not okay. He's favoring one team. Is it what you're picking as well from the first half? Hi, Lance, are you there?
Sorry, Reuben, I didn't get the question.
All right, let me push it to Lawrence then. Lawrence, I've seen some of the comments against the referee. How is the performance of the referee in the first half? I've not seen anything that I can say. For me, it's just okay. I don't know about you. How has been the referee in the first half?
I have not seen much of wrongs from the referee either, and I think there are just a couple of some silly fouls he has given away on both sides. And at this point, I'm seeing both sects of fans blaming, seeming to point at the referee for favoring the other team. So when that happens, I think it's always a fair game, and people expect easy fouls, or they feel easy fouls are being given against them, and will point at the referee being bad, which is actually normal in the game. But I've not seen anything of contentious cause in this first half so far, unless we have a turnaround of events in the second half.
All right, your pre-analysis to this game, your pre-analysis prediction didn't go the way you had said it. What is your prediction in the second half, Lawrence?
I think I'll stick my guns. I think a draw in this game. It's I just feel strongly that there'll be a draw. So in this case, probably.
Thank you very much, Lawrence.
Lawrence, there is no draw. There is no draw. Zambia is winning.
All right. So Lance still sticks with Zambia winning. Lawrence saying it will end in a draw. Let's watch and see what happens in the second half. Thank you.
Melo Ndiaye back to Ali Ofati. Zambia have actually never been beaten by a guest nation at a COSAFA tournament. They've met 3 guest nations before. There's Senegal come forwards, really striding run, and in the end, it comes to nothing. It's Samba with the last contribution. Melo Ndiaye up from the back. He loves making those charging runs through the center of the park.
The Zambian fans will hold you to it, that they've never been beaten by his visiting side.
Yeah. Well, the first guest nation they faced was Tanzania, but all the way back in 1997. They drew 2-2 with them in the group stages. In 2015, they faced Ghana in the plate semi-finals. They won that match 3-0, and most recently faced Tanzania again in 2017 in the semi-finals. They won that one by 4-2.
We had 3 goals in the first half. My guess is probably 2 more. My guess, there's still 2 more. I'm saying this because of how both teams are playing. Yes, you have a Zambian team leading 2-1, but they're not ultra defensive in their approach. They're still willing to take a few risks, adventure, but with a touch of discipline.
Calvin Kapumo on the receiving end of a hefty challenge from Junior Tedeng. He's the second player in the book after Luka Chamanga was booked in the first half. Incidentally, Calvin Kapumo, who's down at the moment, is one Zambian player who started this match who's sitting on a caution, meaning that if he were to be booked, he would miss either the final or the bronze medal match, depending on how they fare over the remaining minutes.
When you play defensive midfield, we are bound to have this sort of injuries because it's always you on the line protecting the defense, but also contributing to playing positive passes. So he's an important role. He's the password into that defense.
Sambu challenging unsuccessfully, and now Mumba on a darting run. Well, this young man, 21-year-old, is really be putting himself about. First time competing in the COSAFA Cup, but he has turned out for the senior national team before. Played in AFCON and World Cup qualifiers. That's how much faith they do have in young Prince Mumba.
He's a real prince in that midfield.
Yeah. This time in DI opts against taking the ball any further forward on his own. Laboring to clear their lines are Zambia and Senegal with a big opportunity. Can't make anything of it. And a warning sign for the Copper Bullets.
They are still in it, Senegal.
And the ball was won according to hand signal from the referee. And here comes Senegal Good defending by Alan Kapila. Kelvin Kampamba trying to get away from his man, hauled down, and a free kick in favour of Zambia following that foul from Juna Tedeng, who clearly hasn't learned from the recent caution that he got.
He had no choice there. He had no choice because the defense was going to be unlocked.
Defensive work again done by 27-year-old Kapila. If the scores stay the same in Senegal end in the bronze medal match, they'll be taking on Mozambique. So a little feeler ahead of their September tie in AFCON qualifying. Senegal have already got the better of Benin and Rwanda in Group L.
No rush. In Zambia. Build up pretty slow. They're in charge.
That's just the fifth time in 15 semi-finals that Zambia has scored more than one goal. Some of the other instances being the 2-2 draw that they won on penalties in 2005 against South Africa. They also beat Mozambique 3-0 in 2007, Tanzania 4-2 in 2017. And if you go back to 2009, they managed a 2-0 win over Mozambique. It's Patrick Gondwe. He found Banda a little isolated.
History tells me that there was a Gondwe who played for Bush Parks. There was Chancey Gondwe. Back in the days, left-footed played. Deadly. You were not there.
Kamara with some defensive work. Polish Sambu now holding it up all on his own. He's engulfed in a swarm of orange shirts. Chested down cleverly. Cut out by the captain, Chipesi. Ricky Banda challenging for it. Losing out this time around. A foul on Kamara, Zambia's goal scorer, Spencer Sangutu. Yeah, unsurprisingly, he has received a yellow card.
So we have a half that's full of stop starts. Understandably so, because you have a Zambian team that's trying to defend their lead.
Free kick clipped forward. Chibwe read the flights and the bounce. Chico and Di. That's a little turn. That's pass is telegraphed and cut out. Zambia in possession once again. Sangutu to Chipesi. Jean Bukande. Yeah, he's lost out, and Kambamba has options ahead of him. Still Kambamba. Zaid it off, a little foot pass. Gondwe trying to get his man in. Oh, what a tidy little player Patrick Gondwe is, the kind of man. And he made his Super League debut this past season with Nkana, joining from Atletico Lusaka. He was under 20 player of the tournament at the 2009 COSAFA Cup, under 20 COSAFA Cup. And as a result, the opportunity to go and spend some time in Spain. Surprise. Oh, fierce effort, and on the follow-up, Zambia have their third. Holders run brilliantly, did Ricky Banda. And an unstoppable force on the domestic front comes good with the national team.
Ichintu Chisuna Sana Bemba Chintu Chapuino Maningi Nyanja. I like the build-up. Hey, I am an African. Ricky Banda. Looks like an easy tap. But it's the build-up phase for me. It's that pass. You see, this is a nightmare for goalkeepers, right? Once the ball just bounces in front of the keeper, you're likely to spill it. And when you do it, when there's this man, Banda, and in Zanzi, there used to be one of the best goalkeepers in Petson Kamuzu Banda. But this Banda has put Zambia 3-1 for Senegal. There's one more goal. I predicted 2 more.
You did. And he debuted in that quarterfinal against Botswana. High hopes for Ricky Banda. His first ever senior international goal might not be quite the way he dreamt it, but it's indicative of the type of predatory instincts he has. He had positioned himself so well to profit from the rebound, stayed on side, and he's up and running in national team colors, and I'm sure many more to come.
People talk about being intentional in your approach to the game, and I think that's what we've seen from Zambia.
Yeah.
They have. And now they're taking temps.
Oh, my goodness, that clattered the advertising hoardings behind. They are feeling themselves here, are the Copper Bullets.
And as they're feeling themselves, they're about to add another member to add to the ammunition that they have. Another member. Enoch. That was power.
Rocket.
Well set up. When he turns, again, this is the goal. The most awkward ball.
So we
Enoch
do have
Sakala.
the arrival of Enoch Sakala. And Spencer Sawutu, the man who restored Zambia's advantage in the first half, is sacrificed. Well, there's just been an explosion of attacking talent from the Zambian ranks in recent years. Patson Daka doing the business in England, and Ricky Banda might be the newest star.
I think there's a Sakala that used to coach, that's coached a lot here in South Africa and built out a lot of teams. He was your Dylan Kerr type as a coach.
Now Senegal are in behind. Looking to cut the deficit once again, get back within 1 goal. It's stroked wide by Al-Hajj Ndiaye.
Well worked move. Nothing wrong with that. Well set up. Just seconds late.
It's quite badly wide, actually, from the 23-year-olds. Kamara puts it in. Zambia can't afford to take their foot off the gas now. Might look comfortable, but it can become a precarious scoreline in the blink of an eye. One lapse of concentration, and Senegal will be back within one. Zambia looking to set up a meeting with Namibia in the final. A pair of sides that have been so evenly matched in their previous COSAFA Cup meetings. They've met 6 times, all told, in this competition. They have a win apiece and 4 draws. It's not wrapped up yet. They are not assured of a spot against Namibia just yet, as Chipesh gets it away.
It's not wrapped up until I have another goal, then it's 5.
Oh, that's excellent. Gondwe now. Patrick Gondwe. Perhaps he's dallied on it a little too long. Gondwe finding Banda, who was arriving late. Banda steered it over. Oh, excellent! Calvin Kampamba with a glorious, glorious individual goal. Well, you thought for all money that he was going to cross, but he had other ideas, and he doubles up on the day. It's Kampamba's brace.
I say it. Chitu chapwino maningi nyanja. Chitu chisuma sana Bemba. Isulo soma nyunyu, defying the odds. My wishes, my command, granted. Well worked. Onto the side, improvising. Awkward angle. What awkward angle? I defy the odds. That's what he seems to be saying to us, Grant. It looks beautiful. Isulo soma nyunyu. It is a thing of beauty. Do I need a bonus goal? Maybe I do. I have an insatiable appetite for such beauty.
Well, one more and they'll equal their biggest ever victory. That was against Malawi back in 1997, 4-0. Zambia are flying here against the guests, Senegal, who have brought on Nyanye Fall for Lamine Diadou. Calvin Kampamba now on a hat-trick. Former Nkana and Power Dynamo's man who's now with the Zesco United. On the lead up to that 4th Zambian goal, I thought maybe Patrick Gondwe just held on to it for a bit too long, but he probably knew something we didn't. He wanted Calvin Kampamba to arrive at the party. And my word, Kampamba has delivered.
They are on fire.
Yep. Velerech Bassen is also on for Legend DI. Senegal making changes here in their efforts to try and get back into the game, with Diouf replacing Tendeng. And for Jean-Louis Diouf, who didn't appear in the previous game, this is a debut for the Generation Footman. It would take an incredible effort to overturn this deficit from here.
All I need is a bonus goal. Doesn't matter from who. We are in Natal, KZN. That is Zambia, so it's so. So we need so. Yeah, mark goal. So. Senegal needs so.
Eventually they do come away with it. This is Mumbai, received from Gondwe, and they fall foul of the flag of Max Mololekwa. Sakala trying to get away. Stole a foot or two. Six goals across 4 quarterfinals, Brian.
Been entertained.
5 in a little over an hour in this highly entertaining semi.
And those who have been listening to us, they say, this guy's at 3.
Yeah.
More goals. And we say, don't move.
Amadou Ndiaye, a lovely piece of skill, drives towards the byline and hooks in across. Still a chance for Senegal. Offside. That's desperately unlucky. Firing a shot into your own man.
I think the difference for me when I look at this game, apart from the finesse that we're seeing from the Zambian team, I think they have a level of fitness. When you look at the Zambian team, it looks very fit. They never stop running. They just, in Senegal's case,
Well, you would hardly believe it, but Zambia actually lost their first 4 semi-finals, the COSAFA Cup in 1999, 2001, 2002, and 2003. And since then, they have progressed in 9 of 10. It looks like they're going to make that 10 of their last 11. They are a force in the knockout stages. So appeared in 10 consecutive semi-finals from 2001 to 2013. And a bit of pressure here, though. Centre half, Melo and Ndiaye up from the back. A touch from Luka Chamanga, turned behind for a Senegal corner. Go! Close.
very
Might have
close.
changed the narrative, yeah.
Yeah. Awkward angle, but then again, trying to conjure something. Didn't work out. Just to save face. But then again, I asked for a bonus goal because my target is reached. Now I'm looking for a bonus goal.
Effort from Kamara. Blocked away. Didn't have enough power on it. A couple bullets moving again.
There's some tired legs out there. I'm counting 4 players that I'm seeing from Senegal, a little tired.
I did mention that the biggest margin of victory in a COSAFA Cup semi-final came back in 2016. South Africa 5-1 victors over Eswatini. So Zambia have an opportunity to make a little bit of history here.
That's why that bonus goal is important.
Mm-hmm. And having seen 3 penalty shootouts across the 4 quarterfinals, it seems unlikely, barring some kind of Senegal miracle here, that we will see a penalty shootout today. And so for the first time since 2017, there'll be no penalties at the semi-final stage.
I can tell you that what's going to happen now, what we are going to see is 2 subs from Zambia. What do those subs mean? I think they want to go on and score more goals. They were listening to you to say you need a bonus goal.
Yeah.
It could be from Senegal.
Many will be hoping that man bags a hat-trick. Reuben Kampamba came into this game with 4 international goals, currently on 6. Good shift from virtually everyone out in the park in the orange and black. Now Kamara lifts it in, clever little flicked header. And Senegal do have a goal back. Well, it was a gorgeous delivery from Kamara, just begging one of his teammates to get something on it.
My excitement of getting the bonus goal, but I still want more. This is the most trickiest ball to defend. For defenders, it is the most trickiest. Any touch from the team defending that goes wrong, it leads to a goal because it's an in swing. And Diop.
Yeah, it is Jean-Louis Diop who made the crucial touch. And Senegal are not quite back in the game, but they have hope now. Zambia making a double alteration. First of those to make way is Luka Chamanga, and Mayembe is on for him. Shimi Mayembe, United. So also waiting to learn who will be making way for Joshua Mutale. Chamanga finally off the field, Mayembe on. Yeah, Patrick Gondwe makes way for a 20-year-old Joshua Mutale. Did appear in the previous game. Mutale played 80 minutes before he was substituted. Power Dynamo's man will be hoping to make an impact in the time that remains. Just over a quarter hour. Well, one more goal, and we will equal the highest scoring semi-final of all time in the COSAFA Cup. That record currently belongs to Zimbabwe and Lesotho, with the Warriors emerging 4-3 victors back in 2017.
Well, one of our own often talks about Makanda when it is 0-0. That's Kevin Evans. But now I can tell him he's got 6 of those. It's a dozen.
Yeah.
Eggs.
For Zambia, they've equaled their highest scoring semi-final. Also back in 2017, 4-2 winners over Tanzania. What a high-scoring year that was in 2017. 13 goals across the 2 semi-finals. The next most in 2015 with just 8 goals. So far and away, 2017, the highest scoring semi-final round in this tournament. That pass is slightly under hit. The Chekundiai did enough to latch onto it. Space on the right for Senegal. Ball shifted in field. Despairing lunge. Left behind by Mutale. Back to Chibwe.
I like how Senegal are approaching it now. They're pushing numbers forward. You might as well do that. You know, it's a risk, but you continue to play positive football. They could easily sit back but you've got to come out. At least they've managed to get a goal, so it's got 2. Nothing wrong in pushing numbers forward. Nothing to lose.
Mfumbu. Mfumbu needs to tread very carefully these remaining minutes, just to ensure he doesn't pick up a caution and miss the final. It's won by Kampamba. Now, will Kampamba hunt for that hat-trick? It's brilliantly unselfish, and that is a phenomenal one-handed start from Alio Fati. Otherwise, the game most certainly would have been over.
You can say that again. Well set up. He's cramping. How he lays it for his teammate. What a save. What a save by Ali Fati.
Well, it was well set by Kampamba, rolled it into the path of Sakala. It was maybe ever so slightly behind him. And when he arrived on the scene,
Well, I think
still launched a good
the
shot
only
at goal.
problem that I have is that he played it high. But when you have such an imposing figure, the lanky Fati Ali, when you played it that high, it's too easy for him to deal with it.
now Calvin Kampamba is being stretched off here. We did see in shot just moments ago Dixon Chapa, perhaps the Stars man, warming up. Kamara still spraying those passes. Melo and Di. Overcooked cross away by Chipeshi. Matali twisting away from danger. Prince Mumba now. Lovely little heel extension from Chipeshi back to Mumba. Moving a little dangerously here though, Zambia.
I see what they're trying to do, but are they the type of team that will retain no?
Now this is much better. Oh, almost took it with him, did Sakala. Touch a tad too heavy.
They're very direct. They want to go forward. But at the same time, they're trying to manage.
Well taken by Diouf. And Kamara. That's the second time he's taken a shot from that kind of position, and it's rather lacked in power. Kamara does have it again. Ability with both feet. Swung it across. It's not particularly well controlled by Jean Bokande.
There's some defending to do.
Oh, those directions all wrong there, did foul. Senegal still have an opportunity. Stepping in Alan Kapila. Pesi.
I like the attitude of Senegal. They're not giving up. They keep on probing. They still play good football. I understand some of the Zambian players, 1 or 2 are down. They're about to make some more subs.
Both teams making subs, in fact. The Senegal throw on Musa and Di. Musa and Di replacing Usman. So, Di had a good run out in the previous game. Zambia, having already made 3 changes, are making their final 2. Introducing Albert Kangwanda from Red Arrows. he'll be replacing Prince Mumba. Let's see the introduction of Dixon Chapa. Chapa on for Calvin Kampamba, was not able to continue. Mutale doing excellent work. Well, you need your fresh legs to come to the party.
I think what is crucial for them now is to try and retain the ball, but their approach is very direct, Zambia, until they want more.
Elio Fati is down for Senegal.
I hope it's not too serious.
Yeah.
No one wants to touch him. Ouch. Right on. That doesn't look good. This is minutes to 10.
Looked like a clash of knees with Kangwanda rather, and they're icing the back of that knee. Do still have one change available to them. So if indeed he was not able to continue, they do still have Pap Dieng. Looks like he's back up and running, and outside of your picture, Pap Dieng promptly discontinues his warm-up. Nothing yet assured for Zambia, although they do have a cushion. Will take a mammoth effort from Senegal. They just need 2 goals, force this game to a penalty shootout. So a marathon penalty shootout between Senegal and Eswatini in the previous match. 10-9 they won it.
Listen, I'm looking at the time. There's about 6 minutes, but with that 6 minutes, there's probably about another 3 that's added. There's always a chance for 2 quick goals.
Well, Calvin Kampamba, it's disappointing that his evening had to come to a premature end, but we can just marvel at the brace he scored here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, and to do it upon such a stage as well. The semi-finals of the Hollywood Bets COSAFA Cup at this beautiful, beautiful venue, and those are both sublime efforts from him. The first, a pile driver from range. The next, a solo goal, which he netted from an improbable angle, and he has seen his stock soar this evening.
What is interesting is that the first goal was scored with his right foot. I think the second one scored with his left foot. He's a gifted player.
Besson with the delivery. Referee rules in favor of Zambia. Mutale had gained possession of the ball in any case. Dominic Chanda, 26-year-old from Lusaka, still down, making his 20th national team appearance today as the Kabwe Warriors man. Pretty stumble with the foul.
Change is about to happen.
Yeah, Mbuli Sambo is the man who's been withdrawn. Last available change here for Senegal. will be throwing on Alassane Kante. Oh, brilliant save from Fatih.
That's a great shot. Wonderful save. Used his height, grass cutter, and he dealt with it. Fatih. What a shot.
They're hungry for more. I think that would have been creeping in. From the resultant corner to swing in another cross, and it is a brilliant cross. Chipesh. This ball just clipped in. Return. A mistake allows Senegal potentially to pounce here. It's a bit sloppy from Zambia.
Senegal, there's nothing wrong with their football. I think fitness-wise, they're lacking because now they've made the changes.
Now that's quite an effort. Diouf has certainly been impactful since he came on. And a shift from Chipeshi. You're trending in Zambia, by the way, right?
I beg your pardon?
You're trending in Zambia.
You're trending.
You're trending.
You'll tell me why I'm trending and how is it?
Oh, you're busy trademarking a new phrase.
Yes, I'm an African.
Senegal can't fashion a chance. They do get it back. Amadou Ndiaye. Bassen. Stabbed to Amadou Ndiaye. Continued his run down the flank. Kapumbo challenged for it excellently. Laid off to Mutale. A fifth to seal it perhaps. Lovely skill from Mutale. And Mutale bundled over from Kamara. Doesn't get the call in his favor. We are into the final minutes. Lofted forwards. Easily cleared away. Chipeshi. Kapumbu.
So overall, their performance, the Zambian team, we can say Chintucha, Bueno, Maningi.
Oh my word, and now we're set for a grandstand finish. That is a dream goal. Chibwe off his line, and from the other side of town, it has been launched in by Musa Ndiaye. He says, why'd you leave me on the bench?
Just after I just said, Chintucha Bueno Maningi, in celebrating the success of the Zambian team. But I have to say it again. Chintu Chazino Maningi, Senegal. What a beauty. We did say we need to get up on us.
We have seen more than a few contenders for goal of the tournament. All packaged neatly into this enthralling match, which, by the way, is now jointly the highest scoring semi-final in COSAFA Cup history.
Solo Samanyoni. Chintu Tabuino Maningi. I know the Zambian nation will be saying, but it's supposed to be us. But hey, we do appreciate the beautiful game.
Now looking for the equalizer, Senegal. At one point, it looked like they were cut adrift at 4-1. It is 4-3. And there are 2.5 minutes of additional time here.
Entertainment galore.
Chibwe with the punch.
We like drama, you and I, right? There's 3 minutes to
We
go.
love it. It's Kamara. They want to prevent the corner. They won't be able to. Senegal will reset for another set piece. And the man who brought them back to life, Musa Ndiaye, is hyping up his teammates. Kamara, lovely touch from Kamara. He's lofted it in. Chibwe gets fingertips to it, only partially clear. Desperate defending from Zambia, who have everyone behind the ball. It's been worked out to the right-hand side. A stray pass just breaks the momentum. They'll hope to come again.
We keep calling for these goals and they keep coming.
They keep coming. 90 seconds to go. Chiku Ndiaye in possession of the ball. His crossfield pass not quite accurate enough. Kangwanda headed it clear away from immediate danger. But Senegal will look to keep the pressure on as Hasanovic watches on worriedly. Now it's onside. Oh, it's hit the upright through the legs of Chibwe. Ever so close did Senegal come to equalizing.
Listen, this is the best game for this tournament.
Yeah.
The best game for this tournament. You never know whether it is over. And we're just waiting for the referee to blow the whistle. Only can we tell then that it is actually over. But it is not over. The fighting spirit from the Senegalese team. It had a goal written all over it. But just that upright.
Chibwe desperately disappointed in Dimbiniana Andrea Tiana Ravello, the Madagascan official on the far side. They believe that Diouf was off. His flag did not go up. It afforded Diouf the opportunity to have a go, and he was probably half an inch from changing the scoreline. Mercifully for Zambia, it pinged off the upright and not in on goal. They just want to hang on to it here. They have done the business. The Copper Bullets have found a way past Senegal. A scoreline that at one point looked so comfortable became very nervous towards the end. Pap Diao can afford a smile as he embraces the opposition coach Hasanovic. And Zambia, who were today contesting their 15th COSAFA Cup final, are through to the showpiece once again. It is their 10th win at the last four stage. It is their 6th inside regulation time, and they march on to face Namibia.
You know, this is the one game where I can boldly say that in terms of talent, Africa, you have talent. Africa, you can. Africa, you can win the World Cup because of the talent pool at this level. And I believe we can. You look at these youngsters of Senegal. It was hard for them, but they showed us the class, the fighting spirit, the goals that have been scored here. Chito, Chazwino Manengi, a thing of beauty. The game itself, it is a thing of beauty.
Aptly put, couldn't have put it better myself. It is the highest scoring game of the 2022 edition by a mile. It's also jointly the highest scoring semi-final in COSAFA Cup history.
So thank you very much. There you have it. It's Zambia 4, Senegal 3. Wow, what a game. I don't know if anyone predicted that the game will end 4-3. I know it's heartbreaking to the Senegalese, and it is joy, and it was nervous at the end from the Zambians. Lance, how was the game for you? Did you predict that the game will have 7 goals? Hi, Lance, can you get me? Good evening, Lance. Can you get me? All right, seems Lance is not yet ready for us, but oh, let's just share the link with you so that you're able to join the studio, this broadcast, and share for us how the game was. Beautiful, beautiful game between Zambia and Senegal. Beautiful goals that we've seen. 7 goals. It's a 7 goal thriller of the game. Uh, I love it because Zambia has qualified to the final and they are going to face Namibia, and the game will be played on Sunday. And hey, believe you me, Ubuntu channel is going to broadcast, bring you the game live just here on Ubuntu channel. If you want to advertise, please don't forget. Uh, you can catch us through the WhatsApp line, which is there on WhatsApp on Facebook page, and also you can just click on the message, then you'll be able to talk to us. Now, for now, let's go through the comments, my director, and also you can share the link to the people so that we can discuss how the game was. Did they see this 4-3 scoreline? It was a surprising for me. I didn't see it. I thought maybe it would be 1-1 draw, like Lawrence said it. But Lance insisted that Zambia is going to win, and I can say congratulations to you, Lance, for the correct prediction that Zambia is going to win. Though you didn't get it correctly. Good evening, Lawrence. I know you are hearing me. How was the game? Did you see this 7 goal thriller?
7 goal thriller indeed. Good evening, Reuben, once again, and awesome result for Zambia. 4-3 win. Always important to go through to the final at this point in time, and congratulations to the Chipolo Polo for that. Can you hear me, Reuben?
Yes, I can get you. I'm saying we've beaten the Senegalese women's team. We've beaten the Senegal men's team. What is remaining for Senegal now, Lawrence?
I think the only thing remaining for Senegal is to write on their jerseys that Zambia beat us. Both men and women have beaten us. Just fear Zambia. I think probably hashtag fear Zambia should be on their jerseys from now on.
And I hope the Senegalese are going to join this conversation, because we just need to enjoy the conversation and then hear from them what went wrong in this game. Lance, good evening. Give us your full time analysis, and congratulations for sticking to that Zambia is going to win. Hi, Lance, can you hear us? Okay, it seems Lance has a challenge there. But Lawrence, what a game! I didn't expect these goals, and neither did you, because you had predicted a 1-1 draw.
True, I didn't see so many goals in this match because I think being a follower of African football, we always have a very limited number of goals in matches. But this one actually came out to a very high flying start with 2 goals, with 3 goals, sorry, right in the first half, and before we got even some more goals in the second half. So it was something that I didn't see, and congratulations to both teams for having put up such a quite a show.
Do you agree with Enoch Ngombe saying Zambia, they don't have a goalkeeper? I think it's
In
because of
truth,
that third goal.
In truth, Cyril is not a bad goalkeeper, I must say. But the problem is that he has not been playing for some time now. He's clubless for some time now, and that is where we find ourselves in a challenge and in a very awkward situation. Either ways, the goalkeeper, I think, will be talked about by a lot of people this evening because of what many seem to be easy goals he allowed in, and I think the only person who will be talked about as much is Kelvin Kampamba, and probably the commentator who is trending in Zambia at this point in time.
Chintu Chabwino Maningi.
Chintu Chisuma sana.
Beautiful stuff. We've shared the link in the comment. Make sure you click on the link, and then you'll be directed direct here into the studios, and you'll be able to give us your full-time analysis. Lawrence, so who is the man of the match for you?
Obviously, I think we touched on Kelvin Kampamba at the start of the game and how we expected him to be the skipper for this game, but somehow he was not. But he takes the plaudits today. 2 goals and I should have. It's not an assist here, but I think one of his strikes rebounded into the path of another striker, and credits to him for those audacious attempts, especially I think at halftime we mentioned how good the goal he scored, the first goal he scored, but my oh my, did you see the second goal he scored?
Yeah.
I think even the goalkeeper didn't expect that one to go in the back of the net. He expected the cross, but how dare he tries that? I mean, that was like embarrassing the goalkeeper.
Wonderful. Now, Lawrence, still people can't stop talking about our goalkeeper. Button is saying next time you should change the goalkeeper. Timing is poor, son. But again, Lawrence, this is like the Hazel Nali mistake when we played Togo. He allowed a goal, but he picked up then in the next game against Senegal. He was the hero of the penalty of the shootouts. That's how football is somehow. What do you think?
Yeah, sometimes games can seem to take the toe out of players, and in this case, I think this is the second game that that Siri is playing in, and being an experienced goalkeeper, I think there were a lot of expectations from him, but. The timing of that goal he allowed was just questionable, I should say. It's always important as a goalkeeper. I think it's a goalkeeping rule. Having trained as a goalkeeper at some point, I know you are always told by the goalkeeping coaches, if as a goalkeeper you come out of your line, it is very important that you put your hands onto the ball. At least change the trajectory of the ball. That is a basic goalkeeping rule, and once you break that, I think you just get exposed. There is no two ways about it. I know sometimes in your mind you feel, okay, I can get onto that ball, but sometimes you just don't. And once the ball passes you, you're at the mercy of the striker. It's the goal is at the mercy of the striker. It's either the striker misses it, or maybe you by chance might find yourself with a defender backing you up on the line to protect you. But in most cases, once you miss the ball and it lands on the head of an opponent, or on any body part whatsoever of an opponent, it's always dangerous and most likely going to be a goal.
Gregory is saying as this should be French, Lawrence. Unfortunately, Gregory, can you join us in the studios? We've shared the link in the comments. Please, you can join us in the studios. And Magnificent Mole is saying, I'm not happy for. Yeah.
You expected 5.
I'm sure you expected 5. Yeah. Mule, you can join us also in the studios. We've shared the link in the comments. If you're still watching us, please come through the studios so that we can have a chat. How many did you expect? 6, 7, 8? Or maybe you had predicted under 2.5, and then boom, we had more than 3 goals. Now, Lawrence, we didn't have the coach in the first game. We had the coach today. Uh, any difference, or maybe the team just played the way they played in the first game?
I think today I saw a very big difference in the performance of the team. The playing style also looks like I mentioned in the build up. I mentioned that in the second half we played a very nice passing game, and that's a game we started with today. It's like the coach arriving yesterday emphasized on that because probably he was watching the first game on TV, and at this point in time, he wanted to drill the team into playing his style. Remember these games are important for Aliosa Asanovic because these are the games that are going to shape him up, to shape his team also for the main team as he plays those Africa Cup qualifiers coming on later in the year. Now, I want you to check. I want you to see how attacking how in what the kind of an attacking intent we started with in this game, and going up by a goal to nil was not an accident. Was not by accident. I think it was because that is what the team was working on, and. Having conceded again, we woke up and started to play again. In the second half, we scored and again scored, and that is what mattered the most. Unfortunately, we conceded two goals in the end, but we ran away with a victory. But I feel there was much improvement in the performance today as compared to the previous game, I must say.
At this stage, should we start celebrating that we've we've gotten the COSAFA Cup? Looking at the number of goals that we've scored today.
Yeah, the problem is that in football, games are different, and there is nothing, guaranteed in football. But I think we stand a better chance of winning this trophy at this point in time. From this position, we are just favorites all time, any day.
Hi, Lance, are you there now?
Yes, definitely. I'm there.
Congratulations for sticking with the prediction that Zambia is going to win. Lawrence didn't want to meet you, I'm sure, at the full time.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. I think that's why he messed up my network. But anyway, it's some great attacking football that Zambia played. I think you and Reuben, you agree that we had a chat the first time, we went to the first time we went to watch Asanovic playing the national team or assembling the national team. You and I agreed to say, yeah, Asanovic is an attack-minded type of a coach who is a type that which we need because Zambia needs to be banging as many goals as possible. But I feel he has to start looking at his back four. Back four for me has been a serious challenge for Asanovic. As much as we are banging goals, as much as we are seeing attacking minded players, midfielders, and wingers, we also need to have a solid back four that is able to dictate the game and also that is able to protect the goalkeeper. Most of the times, you wouldn't say that you were happy at the level of how our goalkeeper was exposed to either shots or with shots on target that were coming through from Senegal. I even mentioned that Chamanga. I don't know. Today Chamanga wasn't really in the game because most of scoring opportunities for Senegal were coming over from his side. Even crosses coming in were from his side. And I even said it that there's need to substitute Chamanga, which we later saw happening. But all in all, our defense really needs to be worked on despite our coach being an attack minded coach. We need to solidify the back four as well as have a natural defending midfielder that is able to stand in front of the back four and as well dictate play for the attackers and also for our defenders.
All right, thanks, Lance. Lance, they said go for
Are you
Senegal.
there, Reuben?
Yes, I can get you loud and clear. Can you get me?
Reuben, can you get me?
Yes, I can get you. Can you get me? Can you hear me?
Reuben?
I think Lance is having technical
Lawrence, are you
issues.
there?
Yes, I'm there. I think Lance is having technical issues.
All right, I want to hear it from you, our viewers. We've shared the link in the comment. If we can just reshare the link again so that our viewers can pick it up, then join us in the analysis comments. We want to hear it from you. This is Ubuntu channel. This is Ubuntu Sports, and we come every Friday bringing you nothing but sports on Ubuntu channel. Now, we are broadcasting live on Facebook. We're broadcasting live on Twitter, and we are live also on YouTube. Please, every time when we are live, we usually want to interact with our viewers, and tonight we're just doing that. We've just reshared the link in the comments. Click on the link. It will give you an option whether to reject or accept audio. Just accept and come through in the studios. Give your comment. Let's keep interacting. Lawrence.
Sure thing. And like I said earlier, we also would also want to hear from our viewers from Senegal. We had quite a huge viewership from Senegal on YouTube, and would request that those who are able to speak English, at least, we can interact with you right in the studio. Do as you have been told. Click on the link that has been shared by the Ubuntu channel, and then it will bring you right up here with us so that we can interact and have a chat about this game.
What changes do you think the coach should implement as we are preparing for the final, Lawrence, this time?
I think for me, we showed some good pros in attack, and scoring 4 goals in a game is one commendable thing. Any team would love to score 4 goals in a game. But the backdrop of it was conceding 3. Again, no coach wants that. We need to work on our defense, and I think we were left exposed so many times. And it is even reflecting on the scoreline. Scoring 4 and conceding 3 is not really something that we should be proud of. The good part of football is that you just have to outscore your opponents, and then you have done your job, and you progress to the next stage. But sometimes, if you are able to concede 3, it should give you as a coach a lot of question marks, and wonder what would happen if in the next game you fail to score as much and concede the 3, because that is what you do not want anytime, any day.
There's a great saying in football saying you don't change the winning team. Should we stick with this team in the final?
In front, I think I saw so much attacking pros from Kemuka. That's Kelvin Kampamba, and it was awesome to see how he would try to hit long range strikes, and the first goal was just awesome. We said it. Ricky Banda scored from a rebound from one of his awesome strikes, because the commentator had put it out there plain, simple and clear. The ball just bounces right in front of the goalkeeper, and no goalkeeper wants that. You always have a higher chance of pushing that ball away instead of holding on to it. And in this point in time, the goalkeeper did just that, and Ricky Banda was there to pounce on to score his goal. Now, I want to see more chances being created. It's unfortunate that later on in the game, Sakala didn't get a goal after being laid off, being put on by Kelvin Kampamba again. That was just an awesome layoff, and I expected that that one to hit the back of the net. It didn't. That's football. But I think Sakala needs to also rule that chance and I realize that probably that was his opportunity and his moment to score one as well.
All right, you seem to have someone in our studio, Lawrence. Good evening. Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Abia,
How are you?
Fine, and you? I've seen your name, you're Abia, but just tell us where you're joining us from and also give us your analysis of the game.
Yeah, I'm joining you from Chipata, Zambia.
Oh,
Yeah,
wonderful.
they
Great to hear people that the wise people from the east joining us. Tell
yeah,
us what
yeah.
mukwasu banda mwesa mbuti bwanji uko.
Anekwasu taiona bola.
And
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
sure
I
the
would like
commentator is
to,
also from Chipata. He was saying chintu cha bwino maningi.
yeah. Yeah, meaning it's a good thing to say that Zambia has been progressed to the final of the COSAFA Cup. Yeah, mistakes are always common in football because the people, these players are human beings. You can't expect them to behave like an angels. No, they make mistake because you can even see Senegal so prepared well from this game also. So that's why we see them attacking us also. So the area they see the coach, our Zambian coach, the area that he was watching even. Yeah, he was watching. So he had to see the areas where we go wrong, then he make amend from those points. Like defense, as the area indicated by the other colleague, your colleague in the studio, to say the back four has given us a lot of challenges, especially in the right, in the left back there, where Chamanga is playing. Even last time, Botswana was using the same the same side to make some crosses. Even the equalizing goal from Botswana came from the same direction there. So we need to work on that defense. Then, if the defense and the midfield is solid, the goalkeeper will work automatically well. I think you can see the better results in the final.
So, Mr. Abia, are you trying to excuse the goalkeeping performance today and attribute his bad performance to the defense?
Automatically not. He has to do his own work also. Yeah, because when defenders are doing wrong, he has to guide them. Do this and do this. Then, as he guide the defense, he has also to see his weaknesses also and work on them. So if he can work on himself again, the mistakes that he has made today, he has made a lot of mistakes. Yeah, he was a hero indeed by saving that penalty in the Botswana game. But today, I think he was literally behind.
All right, Mr. Abia.
Yes.
Who was the man of the match for this game for you?
It's difficult to pick because you can see the good performance, like the striking force for Senegal. Those two goals came from the midfield, if I'm not mistaken. So I think all in all, I can see the man who scored the second goal for Zambia. He can stand as a man of the match. He has played well today. Yes, Spencer South, yes, has played well today.
And do you think we should change the lineup or Kambe na mene lineup?
Yeah, changing lineup has always bring us into a lot of trouble again because when you bring in new fresh blood, the combination of players sometimes also matters. So
But
the
Mr.
coach
Abia,
knows.
Mr. Abia, you had complained of Chamanga, so you want Chamanga still to start even in the final.
If the coach sees that there's no replacement for Chamanga, then we can start with Chamanga. But if there is a replacement for Chamanga, we can do some replacement there.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Avia, because actually in the second half, Chamanga was substituted for Shemi Maembe. That brought in Shemi Maembe. Lawrence, do you have any questions for Mr. Abia before he leaves?
I would just want Mr. Abia to tell us his favorite goal in this game. Which one was the best goal in this game?
I think I'll go for the third goal because the third goal was good as well.
Okay, that's what I wanted to hear. Unless you have something to say, Mr. Abia.
Currently, I would just wish I just wish it's Polo best, and we're preparing. They have to prepare good and very enough to defeat whether it's Namibia or the other. What is the other team? The other team that is playing Namibia, which is it?
Actually, Namibia has beaten Mozambique, so we're meeting Namibia in the finals.
We are meeting Namibia. Yeah, and Namibia is a good side also because we need to prepare very well. So I wish well for Chipolopolo that we can solidify our defense and our midfield so that our striking force can work well. So that's my best for them.
Thanks. Before you go, Mr. Abia, ngaba zimai ku Morocco kumkamba bwanje.
They are doing a tremendous job, these girls. You know, I think this time around we can see that the Shiporoporo, they have come back in the game. Yeah, these girls, we have to give them very big percentage. I can give them 97%. Yeah, because from the word go, they have never been defeated. And you can also see the allowing goals. They have allowed just a fewer goals. 4 games played, allowing 2 or 3 goals. That's a very good thing to see for Zambia. So I wish them well for the next game. I have no doubt they can go and achieve and beat South Africa with them banana.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Abia. Which platform are you using to catch us live?
I have used YouTube.
All right, just tell us how we are broadcasting this game. How was it for you?
The broadcast was just good. Network also give us challenges sometimes because here in Zambia we don't have 5G, so we only have 4G networks.
Where did you experience the 5G?
Yeah, it's good. Like South Africa, they are using a 5G network, so 5G is better. And also anyway, or technology also give us problems sometimes.
Are you a follower of Ubuntu channel?
Actually, I've come to know it today, so I think I'll keep on following you guys.
Sure, keep on following us because we bring Ubuntu Sports every Friday.
All right. Thank you so much for updating me. Yeah.
No, thank you very much for joining us in the studios. Thank you, Mr. Beer, joining us live from Kuchipata, Akumawa. Lawrence, that was awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Abia, for that. Now, I think back to the game. We spoke so much about the starting 11 from both Zambia and Senegal. Now, we focus so much on Sambu, who I said looked like was going to give us problems, but to be honest, I think we managed to keep him at bay, and only had a challenge with Kamara. I think Kamara gave us a very good run. Now, For me, from the Senegalese side, I think he was the best player for Senegal, especially in the attacking sense. But he also faded in some later stages of the game, and was trying audacious attempts at goal at any given chance, which did not work out. All the same, he scored his goal and really put up quite a show. But that was also at the backdrop of a superb Kelvin Kampamba performance, who was bagged 2 goals and also played terrific today. And also we see Banda coming on with a goal as expected, and I think Lance mentioned that he feels Banda was going to get a goal. And out of nowhere, South also was among the scorers today. So this game actually.
Just a minute, Lawrence. Sorry, Lawrence. I need to read this out from Ismaila Diatta saying, "Congratulations for the win. Greetings from Dakar, Senegal." Mr. Diatta, just look out for a link in the comments. Come through. Want to have a chat? Want to have a chat with someone from Senegal, so that we can just have an interaction. How the Senegalese are feeling after this loss from Zambia, and also the women's team also lost to the Zambian women's national team. Let's have a chat. Let's have that conversation. Lawrence, someone is saying from Charles saying, Zambia, well done, work hard and look forward for the next game. Charles, also, there's a link in the comment. Please come through so that we can hear more from you. Yes, Lawrence, you can continue with your thought.
Yeah, so this game has given us 7 goals, something that personally did not see coming. But 7 goals in a game, it's always an interesting match. It's always it shows attacking pros from both sides. But at this point in time, I think the focus today goes on the performance of the goalkeeper. That is Seru Chiwe. Now, I think it's only fair for us to zoom into Cyril Chiwe at this point in time. What exactly went wrong for him? I think for me, it was not really a terrible performance, to be honest. Goalkeeping department is very crucial. It's very tricky because just one mistake actually will make everybody judge you, because in most cases, a mistake from the goalkeeper will lead into a goal. But at this point in time, he has actually come in to fill in the shoes of the adored Kennedy Mwene at this point in time, whom honestly speaking, we have failed to replace as a country. But as things go by, Cyril Chiwe has not had a very terrible game, though some mistakes here and there, and goalkeeping mistakes always lead to goal, unfortunately. So for me, I look at it from the fact that if we are to be realistic with him, let's face that. Let's realize that I've mentioned it several times that Cyril has no club as things stand, and his only chance.
Lawrence is a new signing for Zesco United.
Yeah, actually, I've just I saw this this morning that he signed for Zesco United, but the time he was leaving with the team, he was unattached, and as things are, yes, he's with Zesco United, but has he trained with them? No, not yet. So I think it still comes back to the same. He has not had the club for quite some time. I think that should have weighed down a bit on his mentality to some extent, because as a goalkeeper representing your country and struggling to find the club at some point, I think he should have been thinking a lot about this and weighing him down on his mind. But at this point in time, Cyril has signed with Zesco, though has not yet reported for duty with them, and we can simply say he has not had the club for a very long time. And here he is putting in his best for the national colors, and a lot of question marks came why he was picked in that bracket being unattached. but I think there's something that the coach sees with him and is trying to build around him. Though I think I also was wondering why we didn't see the likes of Toast and Sabata coming in and the like. But hey, we have Cyril, and the performance was kind of feeble and I should say lazy, but all the same, job done. I think we look forward to the next game, despite the mistakes that the goalkeeper has made, and hopefully this will not happen again.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to the Chipolopolo boys. They're going into the COSAFA final against Namibia on Sunday, and we'll be bringing that game live to you. And the game will be starting at exactly 19 hours, and we'll be ready at 18:30 to bring the build up to the game. Now, Lawrence, let me turn to page 2. Let's go back to Morocco, shall we? Every time when Zambia is playing, Lawrence, and they're struggling to score, there's always one lady that comes up. That's Avel Chitundu. He always finds something to do. He always brings in Utuntu. How do you think Avel Chitundu? How do you rate Chitundu's tournament so far?
I think Chitundu has had quite a roller coaster tournament right in Morocco. I say this because sometimes she actually has to go on the bench and start from the bench before she can come and do something in the game. And in most cases, in the most recent game, the Morocco game, where I think in the last group game, I think that was against Tunisia. Yeah, she started on the bench and was introduced late in the game, and there she did a magic and saw us through to win the group at that point. And for me, Chitundu has been very essential to this squad and has done quite a lot. Though I think I'm not a fan of putting one player above the others when it comes to a tournament. Yes, for a match, I would say she has done this and this one has performed everyone for a match. But when it comes to a tournament, I think most of these girls have come to the table and have come to do something to ensure that this team reaches where it is today. It's because of the team effort. This one does this, the other one does that, the other one today, the other day saves the day, the other one comes up with a goal the other time, and it's all worked wonders in Morocco.
All right, Lawrence, we had an interview with actually Avel Chitundu, and let's watch the clip of the interview, then we'll be back and hear what she said.
Sure.
Maintain that performance. Tembo with the long ball in here, and this time it's an opportunity and happy heading, and it is the Copper Queens.
Do not cut them out. First of all, I want to say thank you to the people from Chipolopolo. I think they really support me. Everyone is there sending some good messages. This one, and each goal that I score, they say Chipolopolo has scored. So I'm happy, and I just want to say thank you for the supporters from Chipolopolo and everyone in Zambia. I think the game is not easy. We and South Africa, we had a lot of games with them, and it's not easy because we change the results whenever we are playing each other. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. So it's not an easy game. We need to be prepared. So we take each game very serious, no matter how small we are. Tunatafuta concentrate na sana na unit, tunakwata unit inside and outside the pitch. So fila tuwafuilishako coach to perform with any team that we meet. Ichile mpushing afye ni spirit ona kwata ni ombo na kudi captain wes babla banda because I'll make sure each game that she takes, she scores, because she know it's not about playing well, it's about scoring. You can play well minus scoring, then you lose the points. So nkuingisha fe chindu chimwecho chona temwa. Nde umfa bueno, yes, nde umfa fe bueno. Then I think the credits go to my teammates, because they believe in me. Before the game, they always say, it's not about the body, it's not about the height. You just have to do your best. So I think the credits goes to the team and the coach, because he believes in each and every player. It makes me feel better, and I'm very happy to have this wonderful opportunity of being in the first lineup.
So that was the interview with Abel Chitondo, one of the surprise scorers. She's a midfielder, but she always comes up with those goals when Zambia really needs goals. Lawrence, she talked about the unity in the camp and the unity on the pitch. How important is that oneness or togetherness in the team?
Oneness will always come about if everybody believes in the next player. You end up playing as a team, because the player that is playing next to me is also putting in the best. You know that the player who is next to me will always do what's best for the team and not what's best for themselves. And that is where everything works out. The team, the Chipolopolo team of 2012 did what they did because they played as a unit. You would see the unity in the team from the onset to the end. You would see the unity of the team by how everybody is willing to put in a shift. You'd see the unity of the team by how much everyone is willing to sacrifice for the team. We saw, I remember the visuals. Still, it's over 10 years now, but it's still clear in my mind. I remember how I saw Ngausu crying because he was being substituted in the final. It's because he still wants to do something for the team and not for themselves. No, and this is where this team is right now. I mentioned this at the start of our broadcast earlier today, to say I saw the whole team talk about how much they wanted to do this for their captain Barbara, who is unable to play, and they said, "We did this for you," and they were busy pointing at her. Barbara, takuinira. Barbara, takuinira. And you would see how Barbara was there celebrating with the rest of the team. That is what we are talking about. And this team will go many places. Yeah, I remember seeing this team being bashed here, so many goals at the Olympics last year. But no matter what happened, they always found a way to score back, and that is also a spirit of not giving up. Even when things are just way against you, this team finds a way to fight back and even show some courage, show some pride, show some unity. And when they score that goal, they all come back together and celebrate that one goal. That is what I love about this team, and it is very important the team continues like that, so that as each and every person pushes in some effort, everybody seems to reciprocate and also accept the effort and recognize the effort of each and every individual in the team. At the end of the day, let's remember, not everyone is going to score, not everyone is going to assist. Others will have to do the dirty job of marking and tackling our opponents. Others will have to do the dirty job of standing in the goal to make sure that no one scores in the goal. And that is what we are talking about. Each contribution should count and should matter, also should be appreciated. This is what this team does.
You brought in Barbara Banda in your analysis, Lawrence. Where are we? We heard there were letters that were written to CAF. any response concerning Barbara Banda?
Apparently, from one renowned sports journalist on Twitter, he mentions that actually Faz had written to CAF to request for a restatement of the players that they had disqualified based on the form that was sent to their football associations. But as things stand, CAF had rejected that approach, and we hear that Faz is taking this matter to the Court of Arbitration for Sports, that is CAS.
Are you expecting a positive outcome out of that?
A positive outcome for me is inevitable. The only problem is that you cannot determine when that outcome is going to come. So the response might come after the tournament, and anyway, it opens up doors for future tournaments in CAF. But I think at this tournament, I don't see anything changing in the status of those affected players.
I'm sure you watched the game between South Africa and South Africa was playing Botswana, and South Africa won, and will be playing South Africa in the semi-finals. Lawrence, South Africa and Zambia have been meeting because
South Africa beat Tunisia.
Tunisia, yes, you're right.
Yeah.
And Zambia, South Africa is not a new rivalry. This has been happening, and the last time we played South Africa at Nkoloma Stadium, we had to beat them 3-1. Lawrence, are you expecting the same result, or it's a different ball game altogether?
I think it's a different ball game altogether, because at this point in time, first and foremost, we are playing at a neutral venue, and then also
just hold your thought, Lawrence. There's a question here: is Chamanga injured? He was asking concerning Chamanga because he was substituted in the 78th minute.
Nothing has come official about his injury. It looked like a tactical substitution. That's all.
All right, Lawrence can go ahead concerning the semi-finals between Zambia and South Africa.
Yeah. So I was saying the semi-finals, it's a different ball game altogether. At this point in time, there are higher stakes to be won, and a win for either team means you are in the final. You are just a game away from being crowned African champions, which is why all these teams gathered in Morocco for this event. Now, having raised the stakes, we also have to acknowledge the fact that these two teams somehow different types of preparations actually for this event, and to some extent, I think the South African side was more due than our side. I'm not trying to say that South Africa will win. No, what I'm trying to say is that we are having a different ball game altogether from the encounter we had at Nkoloma Stadium.
We seem to have someone in our studios. All right. Okay. Unfortunately, seems to have lost that guest. Now, Lawrence, you talked about it to be a different ball game altogether. Let's also look at the second semi-final between the host Morocco and Nigeria. What a cracker it will be!
That's a cracker actually, and we are looking at Nigeria, a Nigerian side who have won this tournament. Actually, they are the record holders for this tournament. That's Africa Cup of Nations for women. Now, they are coming up against a Moroccan side who are hosting and have the home support all to themselves, which is interesting in this encounter. This will be a cracker, no two ways about it, and there will be a lot of fireworks in this game.
Who is the favorite between the two? Because Morocco, with their home ground advantage, you know how the North Africans support the teams.
Yeah, I see the home ground advantage helping out the hosts at this point in time, but I still feel the Super Falcons are just so strong. This is the team to beat in Africa at this point in time. There are no two ways about it. If you are able to beat Nigeria, I think you have got a very good shot at the at the trophy altogether in Morocco.
Right, at this stage, in the four remaining teams, do you think who can you say is a favorite to win this women's Africa Cup of Nations?
I would say I'm talking about Nigerians and their experience at this tournament. I think they stand out as favorites, and Zambia comes in as second, in my opinion. Zambia comes in as second, and I'm saying this because I expect the Zambians to beat South Africa in the semi-finals, and I think we'll have a very tough challenge in the final because I expect the Nigerians to beat the Moroccans as well. So I'm seeing a Zambia Nigeria all together, and for me that will be a very 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 interesting game because I think we have some Nigerians who are looking out for us, and they have been sending me messages all along saying we'll make sure we humble you and make sure you don't talk anymore about football because we'll show you that football in Africa resides in Nigeria. But I hope the Copper Queens will actually please do me just some justice and protect me in this instant because I fear for my life at this point in time. I think I will not have on social media.
uh, Interesting stuff. Now there's a feel at home here in Zambia, Lawrence, that this might be a 10-year anniversary of the 2012 uh, campaign of the Africa Cup of Nations. Does that feel that is growing, that this is maybe a repetition of what happened in the Africa Cup 2012, and now it has sustained that it is in the women's national team?
It's good to have feelings. It's good, but at the end of the day, have just feeling like it's a 10th anniversary and all, and then not wake about it is what is detrimental to that feeling. So the most important thing right now is to work hard and put in our best. Trust me, this Shipolopolo side can beat any team on their day. That is what universally we agree upon as sports pundits. Most of them would say Zambia on their day they are able to frustrate any team.
And what is making Zambia strong, because they don't have their best players in this squad?
This team has been together for quite some time. Yeah, I know there may be some minor changes and some surgical changes here and there in most of the times, but the core of this team have been together for a number of years, and that is working to our advantage because this team actually bonded. They are friends, most of them, and also they understand each other's strengths and weaknesses because they have played together for a very long time, and that is what is working to our advantage as a country. So even if you take away a few individuals from the team, you still find that this team is able to perform because on the overall basis they still have that core which has been bonded together. Even if Barbara is not playing, she's there in the dressing room every single game, supporting her friends. I mean, you may take her away from the pitch, but she's not away from the group, and that is what is important.
Indeed, that is what is important. Now, Lawrence, this is a team that everybody did not expect to be in the quarterfinals or to be in the semifinals because of all those issues that were going around the team. What is that really happening in this camp for them to really manage off all those the speculations, the accusations on fans that they don't want some of the players to be in the squad and all those issues? How do you think the technical bench prepared this team for this tournament?
This is the best example of if life gives you a lemon, you take it and make a lemonade. And this is what this team has done. Out of all the misery, out of all what has gone wrong for them, what has not gone in their favor, these girls have taken that and used that as motivation. Because Barbara is not allowed to play, they say, let's do it for Barbara. I mean, it's the spirit that it's the spirit that each and every one of us actually needs from an individual level. When things are not going your way, use that as your motivation to focus and to focus on your goals and try and achieve what you want to achieve, because something didn't work for you. You tell yourself, then because this didn't work, I'll use this to work on that so that I can achieve that other thing. And that is what these girls have done. Awesome spirit, and I really applaud that. And honestly speaking, I applaud that fact about that team.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. Now, the men's have made it into the COSAFA final. The women's have made it into the semi-final. I want you to give your last remarks as we come to the end of this program. What is your word in the COSAFA final, and what is your last word to the women's team that are playing on Monday?
I'll start with the gents at this point in time, because I think COSAFA is a smaller tournament at this point of the two. So I think Mr. Aliosa Asanovic, congratulations for this job well done. This is a deserved victory that you have gained today. What we expect in the final is actually nothing but a win, and that is the only thing that each and every Zambian out there is expecting, because we are looking at the side we are playing, being Namibia. Yes, they are tough, but we expect Chipolopolo to always, the bullet to always kill any opponent when they're fired at. That's what we expect. So all the best to the team, and keep put up with the same spirit that we showed today of attacking, because playing to defend is actually detrimental in our and not our Zambian DNA. So all the best to the Chipolopolo men, and then to the women out there. The whole country is so proud of you. I mean, we can't just take away this effort that you've put in. Awesome work rate, awesome stuff, awesome spirit, and actually, we are proud of the achievements, even when everything seems to be going against this team. Proud of this team. We hope that you push on a little further and reach the final as the minimum. That we shall always remember you as our heroes, and your name shall be written in the history books of this country.
Thank you very much, Lawrence. And to our viewers, Tikuti Zikomo for joining us. This is Ubuntu channel. We are always live in the evenings. Tomorrow, join the team on Point of View exactly at 21 hours. This is a program that brings all the weekly news and stories of the week, and we give it to you, our viewers, to give us the side of the story or what you think about the particular story. This is a program that is interesting, I can assure you. Please join us tomorrow at 21 hours. Lawrence, tomorrow is Point of View on Ubuntu channel.
Yeah, and interestingly, Point of View actually give you an opportunity to also air out your views. Especially, I know what is trending right now has been the teacher recruitment. So we also want to hear what you, the viewers out there, have to say about the recruitment. What do you think went on right? What do you think didn't go on right? And how do what you think we can do to the government should do to improve future recruitment? Or maybe it is because of the delay in the printing of the newspapers that happened today. I mean, this story is just so big that there's so much talk about and so many angles to look at it. But we are also interested to hear from the viewers out there what they have to make of it. Awesome stuff there. Tomorrow at 21 hours with Chaza and Lance.
All right, that's why we have to end our broadcast of Ubuntu Sports tonight. We've enjoyed being with you. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscribing on our YouTube channel. Ubuntu channel will always bring you best content and best sports games. On Sunday, we'll be coming to bring you live the COSAFA Castle Cup final, Zambia versus Namibia. See you on Sunday. Good night.